Alright, let's get this hard clue done, and then the easy, and we got 2 other caskets to open up as well. And then after that, we got a ton of demonics to do. Third edge pickaxe incoming. Hey, what's going on, Danny? I don't know if we'll be able to pull one unless we get a master clue from these hards, but those are easy caskets complete. What else we got? We got port ceram. Now we spilled our tea a little bit. Let me just grab a paper towel quick. Classic sea shanty too. Dark mage, we. I had 2 Hydra Claws in 1 task. Ooh, damn, let's go, Rod. That is awesome. 2 juicy loots in 1 task. That's crazy. Congrats, man. That's big. Got my Bofa last day. Let's go. It's a big upgrade. Got 99 prayer last night. Cost me 110 mil. Damn. Yeah, prayer is expensive. But once you get out of the way, it's super worth it. Grant, hey, thank you for the follow as well as the ice cream cone and heart me, man. Hey, appreciate the donos. Why is the rapier worth more than Osmondton? Which is better? Rapier is basically best in slot stab. So there's a lot of areas where best in slot stab is going to be better than the Fang. Whereas the Fang is mostly just good for like bosses and high defensive monsters. There's so many in the game with TOA being out for so long. Philip, yeah, exactly. TOA is farmed like crazy. How do I get skulled? If you use the Abyssal Bracelet, something that I learned recently. There's this new bracelet. I don't know when it released. But yeah, it takes up a charge every time you enter the Abyss. And it prevents you from sculling. So it's pretty neat. How do you get to that area of the Abyss? You got to go through Edgeville and then teleport with the mage. Okay, we got our clues. Let's open these up. Let's make sure we get the recorder on. Couple more clues. Oh, we gotta turn that flash off again. Jeezy peeps. I always put that flash on whenever I'm AFKing Redwoods. Okay, there we go. Alright, 3 more hard gaskets.
Collection log slot completed.
Oh, Armadillo plate bodies, the collection log. Very nice. Oh, and another one. Ceradon and plate skirts. 2 in 1. No way. 2 sea logs in 1 hard. That is crazy. 1073 total now. Let's check this out. Oh, that completes the Armadillo set. And that also completes the Sarah set. Let's go. That is huge. Let's go, boys. That's a nice little morning clue score right there. Let's dump those into the loot tab, and let's start doing some demonics. Let's organize this a little bit. Alright, I think we're set. Oh, that was sick. 2 sea logs in 1 clue. That is pretty unreal with our the amount of collection logs we've done. Marcus Gratz, hey, thank you, brother. Ashton Pullen, yo, bro, what's going on, man? Dude, thank you so much. Was getting my ass kicked trying to get to Death Altar last night. Love the content, dude. Hey, thank you, man. Yeah, it's the fastest way for the Death Altar. Just going up to Edgeville. What I do is I do the Edgeville telly, and then you just run up to the teleport right here with the Abyssal dude. And then, yeah, you go in the Death Altar, and then just step out of it, and then you can get the clue scroll done. I pulled 3rd Age Embrace the other day in a hard clue casket. No way, man. That is insane. 3rd Age in a hard clue is like some of the rarest stuff in the game. It's like 1 in 130k or something like that. Bo Snips, what's going on, man? Thank you for following the live. Yeah, let me actually look this up. Hard cascade. 3rd Age. Fan braces. Yeah, it's 1 in 211k. That's how rare 3rd Age fan braces are out of a hard casket. Pretty crazy to think about. Zach, hey, thank you for the follow on the live, man. I was gassed, but could have been better. Yeah, that's the thing with third age. It's like some of the third age pieces are a lot more expensive than others, so you want the more expensive ones, but also hitting the table is just like crazy. Okay, let's just hop quick. And okay, this world is pretty empty. Alright, we're going to be a little bit rusty with the switches in the morning, but we'll warm up a bit. What's the purpose of max gear if your gear you have is enough to fight strongest boss in game right now?
I knew you would do that.
I Blake
Number go
999 just followed.
Oh, AJ Black, thank you for the follow on the Twitch stream, man. Yeah, a lot of it's just like progression. And like having best in slot items will increase your DPS even further. So that's kind of the main reason. And we've got a lot of stuff left to do in this game, so naturally we're going to get to max gear anyways. And the faster we can get there, the better it is, especially since our goal for this year is to do combat achievements. And some of the combat achievements are pretty tough without max gear. Have I gotten third age? Nah, we have not. We are still looking for our first ever third age piece. I'll show you guys my my collection log in a sec. Let me just kill this one. But yeah, clues, and if we go into the rare tab, no third age pieces yet, but we do have 5 rolls of gilded. So we got a dupe on the Gilded X, but technically every 5 pieces of gilded, you should be on rate for 1 piece of third age. So hopefully that's true. Hopefully we maybe see a piece of third age coming up as our next mega rare. But yeah, we haven't seen anything yet. Alright, Diaz, what's going on, man? Thank you for the follow on the live. Are skeletal wyverns worth doing as a slayer task? They have a couple collection log slots there. There's the granite legs, so I would maybe do them until you get the granite legs. And they also drop the draconic visage. I'm pretty sure. Let me double check that. Yeah, so they drop granite legs and the draconic visage, but it's 1 in 10,000. So I find them they're pretty AFK. And typically when you get skeletal visage or what's it called? Skeletal wyverns, they're really low like amount. Like it's usually like 15 or something unless you extend them. So I usually do them. We gotta start using our thralls. Forgot about that. What's your biggest achievement in the game, and is it the same as the achievement you're most proud of? That's a good question. I like that question. I think it would be completing the 500 Invocation TOA solo with just Bofa. That's probably the biggest achievement. And yeah, I think that's the one I'm most proud of as well. That one took us the longest, and it was probably the most mechanically hard achievement that we've completed. Like Infernal Cape and Colosseum were up there as well, but 500 invo with Bofa only, no shadow. That was probably the hardest thing I've experienced in the game. Yeah, I like that question, Cole. Thanks for asking that. Do you have anything specific for yourself in the game? Just got into OSRs for the first time, 3 days in. It's total level 520 and combat 54. I'm having some fun. Hey, let's go, man. Very nice. There's some good stats for just jumping in. And yeah, we got a clan of a bunch of beauties. If you need a clan to just shoot the shit with, let me know. We don't have any requirements to join, so feel free to hit us up. Me and Wavy both have a clan, and yeah, it's just a bunch of boys being boys. Cody Wagner shard this kill. Alright, let's see it. Skeletals drop this at 1 in 10,000. Hey, thank you, Jobo. Yeah, they're pretty decent tasks. They're pretty AFK, and then if you don't have the granite legs off the collection log, they're nice to do. But I think after you get the granite legs off the collection log from skeletal wyverns, I don't really think they're that worth it, other than just having a really quick task. Do you think completing the C log is even possible? What's going on, AJ Blake? I don't know. I think it's possible, but it's just such a long grind with the third age items. Mimics definitely make it less of a grind. They increase the chance of third age significantly. But even then, it's like you're still going to be grinding clue scrolls for probably like 10 years straight, just the green log. And by the time you do that, there's probably a bunch of other bosses and other things are coming out, so yeah, it's tough to say if it's doable. How do you join the clan? It is called Baby Wavy, so I'll pull it up. So Baby Space Wavy. Let me just kill this this guy. What's the plugin for a despawn timer? Also, when is Wavy going live? I'm only in here waiting for him. What's going on, Splashy? Despawn timer? Do you mean like this counter on the ground? It should just be ground items, and then there's an option to change out the timer to seconds or like a little hourglass thing. Jason B, not Infernal? Yeah, Infernal Cape was a big achievement, but I'd say 500 Invo TOA was a lot harder than Inferno. Just mechanically, it was a lot harder. And also mentally, it was pretty tough being like mentally focused on P4 with just the Bofa. I had a couple of runs where I got to P4 and the Bofa would just hit like a banana peel. It was so bad. Any shards lately? We got one, I think yesterday. And we're starting to even out our log. We were dry for 3 of them at one point. But yeah, I can pull up the log really quick here. Close experiments, and yeah, we got 6 Zenites. We should be at 8 now. They're 1 in 300. So we're dry for 2, and then we just need the heavy frame. And we're done here. Yeah, AJ Blake, if you want to apply for the clan or anyone in the chat, it is called Baby Space Wavy. There's also the clan name in my TikTok bio. So you can also find it there, but yeah, I'll pull it up right now. It's Baby Space Wavy. Oh yeah, so invites work kind of weird. So I've got to be in your world, and then I have to turn on applications. It's like a really weird system. I don't know why they made it like super confusing, but I can jump to your world right now. Let me just finish off this kill. AJ Blake 99. Okay, I see you in the clan lobby there. All right, nothing on that kill. Let's pick this up. I'll hop to you. World 333. Oh, that's all good. I got you. Okay, let's see. Are you okay? You're in the world settings. Oh, I gotta blank this out quick. Yeah, you gotta go like into applicants, invite applicants, and now it's available. So then you should be able to apply. Random, but the Calfight tasks, do you do all Calfight Queen? It kind of depends. Depends on what you're feeling. If you just want Slayer XP, I'd recommend just cannoning. Hey, there he is. Beauty. Welcome to the clan, brother. Yeah, looking forward to seeing your level ups and your drops in the clan, man. Achievement for me will be making it past mid-game. Never done it, but just started a GIM with friends. Hey, very nice, Cole. GIM with a bunch of boys sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, you'll definitely make it into that late game stage with your GIM. Especially if you got the boys gaming with you, that'll definitely be some good motivation. Get some nice drops for the team and whatnot. Yeah, I got 176 tasks, did 50k Q, and had to stop on the reason I asked. Yeah, I actually used to do the exact same thing. I would do like 25 or 50k Q, and then I would do the rest at like the small cow fights with cannon. Yeah, cow fights queen is just, it's one of those tasks that just takes forever, so it's totally fair to skip a couple. I really got to complete Gothic's quest. Just came back to the game after a few years. There's so much. Yeah, there's so many updates if you've been gone for a little while. But yeah, it's nice with questing though. It's like once you get the quest done, then you don't have to do it ever again. We are starting to get pretty low here. I'm gonna have to dip out if okay, we got a big SGS spec. Any good loot since the Arcane Spirit Shield a few weeks? Yeah, we got the Burning Claw off of the Tormented Demons log. And so that green log Tormented Demons for us. And then we've just been camping Demonic Gorillas. We've gotten, I believe, 4 Zenites. And we're just looking for the heavy frame here. And that'll green log Demonics for us. See you later, mate. Hello, bro. Love the vids, by the way. Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Did you find me on YouTube or did you find me on TikTok? Typically, people that comment usually find me from TikTok, but I see you're commenting on YouTube. We've had one person find me off of YouTube, so it seems like the YouTube algorithm's finally starting to work out, which is nice to see. The big SGS. Oh yeah, AJ, we do have a disc. Let us know if you want to join in there. We usually post like screenshots of drops and whatnot. Found you on TikTok, then I watched the vids on YouTube. I like the Clues Casket vids. Hey, very nice. Well, yeah, thanks for watching the vids, man. I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying things. We actually just opened some clues this morning to start the stream. And we pulled 2 collection logs in 1 casket, 1 hard casket. You can scroll up in the chat so you can see what we got. Yeah, we've been doing a ton of clues, especially when we did the Seracnus grind. She was pooping out clues like crazy. Nice. At least it's C-Log. Yeah, nothing crazy expensive, but those both completed the Armiddle set for us and the Saradomin set. So it's nice to see a full set completion. Just got Smoldering Stone myself 2 minutes ago from serve at 81k C. Hey, let's go, man. Do you have any of the other crystals, or is that your first drop from serve? Working ATM. That's good. That's solid. I got Eternal Crystal at 24kc, then Smoldering Stone 81kc. Oh, nice. Well, yeah, it's sick you're hitting the table. Hopefully you can get that Primordial or Pegasian off the log soon. Oh, UIM. Damn. Very impressive. UIM sounds super tough, so major respects for that. Hopefully you can see the other 2 crystals. It's gonna be nice once the boot upgrades drop and you can attach everything. You live on Twitch or Kick? Yeah, we're on Twitch as well. We're on Twitch as well as TikTok. So we do all 3. We do Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. Okay, this should be our last kill for this trip, and then we'll go and regear. Ooh. Get banged out a bit here. Yeah, but I'm doing Red X, so it does take a while to kill him. You talking about doing some TOA? You doing Baba? Oops. Oh, never mind. Red X on Cerberus. Yeah, that method does take some time, but super relaxed. Don't have to worry about anything. Okay, let's go and resupply quick. Nice, that's a good one. What is Zenite? Zenite is basically the stone that makes some of the best in slot necklaces and jewelry. And these are dropped by demonics. So they're about 20 mil. Yeah, they're pretty expensive. Let's organize this a little bit and let's get out of here. Red X is when you hit the M1 center. Yeah, I actually posted a Red X Surfer's guide way back in the day. And then have I done any corp vids? Yeah, we just posted a corp vid. Our corp vid was our last vid. We did get a pretty big collection log slot there. And then we also have a guide on corp, on solo corp. But it does involve a Void Waker, Fang, and Missouri, so it does have some pretty high requirements. But yeah, we just finished grinding out Corp a ton. That was our last video. I got pretty burnt out grinding out Corp. Taylor, what's going on, man? Good morning, good morning. Good to see you. Yeah, we did get the arcane. Pretty massive item to get off of the collection log. We ended up going 3 times draw for the elixir. Yeah, it was a relief to get that item. I did not want to do any more solo corp. Betting you'll get a Zenite this kill. Hey, Captain, what's going on, man? Zenny would be nice this kill. We do want to see that heavy frame, so it's the only reason why we're out here. It's the green log. Dante, what's going on, man? How many Zenites so far? We are at 6 total. And we just surpassed 2400 KC. So we should be at 8 Zenites. We're a little dry. But you never know. You could get 2 back to back and then it evens out. But yeah, we just want to see that heavy frame. How's the grind this morning? It's been pretty good. We started off the stream with a couple of caskets. I ended up pulling 2 new collection log slots from a hard clue. So that was a nice start to the morning. Finished off the Sarah rune log and the Armiddle slots. And other than that, we haven't seen any uniques yet from Demonics. So we got about an hour and 15 minutes left on this stream. So we'll see if we can maybe bang out 1 new unique. Why are the hits so bad? We don't have a Slayer task right now, so we don't get that Slayer Helm bonus. And we're also just hitting pretty low. Bit of RNG factor to it as well. Now we're starting to hit higher. Edward Livingston, what's going on, man? Yo, yo. Nice to see you in the Twitch chat there. Saw TikTok where one got 6 in a task. That is crazy. I think someone commented that yesterday as well. It's a solid task. Excuse me. Glad I waited for that video. That's a nice drop. Regrets. Hey, thank you, Taylor. Yeah, that was a huge drop. Do you prefer Twitch or YouTube chats? Just wondering, seen you on YouTube, came over here to check it out. So I got a chat that basically posts both of my YouTube and Twitch chats all in one. So it shows me like a little icon on what platform you guys are on, and then your name, and then just like a regular chat box. So I don't really have a preference on either chat. It's all in one chat box for me. But yeah, Twitch, we do have a subscription setup. So if you guys do want to support the streams, there's always an option to subscribe to the Twitch. We also have a subscription on the TikTok as well. So yeah, there's always that available. We are trying to become full-time streamers. We do work 9 to 5 as well. But our goal is to stream full-time and make content full-time. So any subscriptions or anything like that definitely helps out the channel, but obviously totally up to you guys. Buy Mac from GE, your main account. What is a Mac? I was gonna find a bit to watch while I eat my food, but saw your stream, so let's get a job. Hey, what's going on? Let's go, let's go. That's awesome, man. Well, yeah, thanks for jumping into the stream. Are the typical content creators that you enjoy watching? Because I find myself also throwing on videos whenever I eat food or I'm on my lunch break, AFKing something. Bodie's been my OG throughout the years. But I've been watching quite a few other content creators. I also watch Korean League of Legends quite a bit. I'm pretty big into watching the pro scene for League. How long have I been watching League? Oh, I've been watching since SKT got their first Worlds title. When Faker first got into the scene. The GOAT. The GOAT of gaming. Guessing you're West Coast? Yeah, we are West Coast. Who are you from, Taylor? Hey man, happy to see you stream. Hey, Mashrook Rashid. Hey, good to see you as well, man. Thanks for jumping into the stream. Yeah, I love to watch OSR's vids or stream while I eat food. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's just like a thing. You ought to have some type of video plan whenever you're eating or doing something AFK. Oops. I was a pro LCS coach for season 1, been playing since beta, team MR and LCS season 1. Oh, no way, Edward. Dude, that is so sick. Are you still playing League, or is that kind of behind you now? But season 1, jeez, that is amazing. I think I started playing in season 2 or season 3. Yeah, that was such a fun game playing that growing up. I'm finally off League after 14 years of playing. Played that shit game since season 1. Oh, no way. Yeah, League was definitely a roller coaster. Super easy to get addicted to it, especially with ranked. I got to Diamond a couple of seasons, and then I did play on like the B team at my university as an ADC. But yeah, if you get addicted to ranked, it's pretty hard to quit the game. I only play arenas now, so I've been able to get away from that ranked addiction. Hit that like button, gents. Good luck with the drops once again. Hey, thank you, Patrick. Appreciate you as always, brother. Just get diamond every season and vibe. I got the highest rating possible for the first 6 seasons. Oh, no way, man. You're a gamer. That's very impressive, man. Plat, diamond, challenger, chal, etc. Very, very nice. That's super impressive. I've always wanted to push for challenger, but oh man, it just takes so much dedication and consistency. That was one series that I was thinking of maybe doing, like if we get big with streaming, I might come back to League of Legends and do like a Road to Challenger series, but just kind of depends on if we can make streaming our full-time thing. I challenged 3 times without those 14 years, but it's been 2 years since I last played it. Oh, nice. That's crazy. Respect to all you guys for hitting chal. That's insane. Hit diamond a few times like in my early years, and then never really took ranked too seriously after that. Yeah, I've never made it to challenger, so big respect to you guys. I traded League out for OSRs mostly. Yeah, me too. I had to make the decision. I found that like I was on the road to maxing my Runescape account, and I was just spending too much time in between on League games, and I wasn't doing the skills that actually take a lot of focus. And I probably could have maxed like a year or 2 earlier if I wasn't playing League. Taylor, you live in Oregon? Hey, very nice. Oregon's beautiful. Pretty close to me, just south of the border. I'm up in Vancouver. The one only Trinamir main. I do miss him, TBH. Hey, Trin, man. Trin was so OP. you see a Trin ahead in top lane, like, the game's basically over. Split pushers like Trin and Yorick and whatnot was like some of the most annoying people to go against. Scions. Basically impossible anymore unless you full time. I'll do it with you if you ever want to league again. Hey, sounds good, man. I do jump on arenas from time to time with the boys. But that's like the only league that I've been experiencing lately. I haven't been able to do ranked or anything competitive. I do like the sweaty aspect of arenas without it being super long games. Okay, I think we got a bank. We don't have any more food here. I used to stream a lot. My channel has tons of old league videos. I'm 21, 66, and Osiris. Only been playing since last June, though. Wow, that's crazy. That's some amazing total level for playing since last June. Trinity got me to GM, then I had to switch it up to team play. Oh, okay, that's fair. League IGN Livingston. Okay, I'll hop on League right now and add you up. Mine's MrBabyHandsome. What bow is that? It's the Scorching Bow. You can get it from the Tormented Synapse off of Tormented Demons. And so it's basically the best in slot Demon Bane bow. Oh, our boy Ryan is in Champ Select right now. One of our boys that we play with. Absolute beauty. But yeah, I'll add you up quick on League. Let me see here. IGN Livingston. Oh, is there a tagline? Do you know what your tagline is? Doing 8-way switches, isn't that too much? Can't you find a way to do 4-way? Yeah, we could do 4-ways, but 8-way switch is just going to increase our DPS. The more switches you have, the higher your damage is going to be. And because we're off of Slayer task, I want to maximize my damage output as much as possible. And it's also just good practice. We're going to have to grind out the last man standing log at some point. And it's a lot of PvP. We got to get 1,000 wins at LMS. So learning how to do switches and whatnot is just going to be beneficial for us long term. Livingston NA1. Okay. Okay, I sent you a request. Hey, Livingston, thank you for the subscription on the Twitch page, man. I appreciate that a lot. Thanks for the support, man.
Edward Livingston just
Yeah, I'm not on that often on League, but if you're ever on and we're both gaming, then I'm down to run some arenas or whatever you're feeling. $1,000 wins at LMS is years of dedication. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a long grind getting that cape. But it's going to be something that we're going to start working towards, I think, next year. We have to green log LMS at some point, so This year we're gonna be focused on completing all the Grandmaster combat tasks and just getting GM. And then next year is gonna be the collection log year where we focus on a ton of sea logging, green logging, a ton of mini games and whatnot. No worries either, am I? I'm just a work from home Osiris Andy now. Yeah, same here, brother. We got work in about an hour, and we got a work laptop set up next to us. And yeah, we just AFK while we work, and then on our breaks, we can hop on and do non-AFK activities. Or if you had a task in 4-way, would have been enough. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a lot easier on Slayer task. And we just need that one last item here for the collection log with the heavy frame. So once we get that, we are done with demonic gorillas, and I just want to speed run it. We do have Yama coming out on Wednesday next week, and I was kind of hoping to maybe get this green log before then and then work on master combat achievements. But I don't know if we'll have time anymore. It's already Friday. Yama's gonna be out on the Wednesday. So best case scenario, we get the heavy frame on stream in the next hour. And then we got like a couple of days the weekend and then Monday, Tuesday to bang out some combat achievements. Which we have 300 and, let me see here. Oh, we can't pull it up. 339 points left for green log, or for master tier. Vancouver is a beautiful city, especially during the summer. But even winter snow looks nice. Yeah, we don't get too much snow here now. The past couple of years, we've had maybe like one snow day every year, but that's been it. I remember like growing up, we would have snow like all winter. But yeah, it's beautiful when the snow does come, or if you're up in the mountains. Don't forget about sailing. Yeah, sailing's gonna be, that's true, I forgot about that. We do have to plan for sailing within the next 2 years. I'm assuming that sailing's not gonna be too hard to get 99. If I had to guess, it'll probably take us like a month to get sailing 99'd. Maybe less depending on like what the best options are for training, but yeah, I don't know. I casted a League of Legends tournament in Victoria many years ago. Got a con, loved it there. Hey, no way. That's awesome. Yeah, your background with coaching and whatnot in those early seasons, that's super cool. I've always been a big nerd when it comes to the pro play and whatnot. I remember watching TSM back in the day, like religiously for LCS, but Then after a while, I could only start. I only started watching Korean pro play. Couldn't really keep up with NALCS and the EU scene. I worked at a Zubu, so got a bunch of random opportunities with Riot. Man, that's so cool. That must have been such a good experience early on, seeing all that as Riot was blowing up and League was blowing up as a game. Liam Young, what's going on? Thank you for the follow on the TikTok stream. Appreciate that, brother. I was in the background of Faker's first stream. I had to go to Korea. I might be able to find a VOD. It was on a Zebu. Dude, that is so sick. Oh man, we are getting low here. Whoops. I gotta pay attention to the game a bit. Yeah, man, Faker's got a special place in my heart. That guy is an absolute legend. Especially the last 2 seasons, like, even the last 3 seasons, like when they lost. And then they came back with the back-to-back. Man, like, rewatching the last 2 World Finals gets me pretty emotional. I was just watching the World's Finals yesterday. It's crazy they almost didn't qualify and then they ended up winning the whole tournament. Okay, we got a bank again. We are too low. If I don't have T-bow and no scales for blowpipe, what range weapon would you recommend for these? I'll be completing MM2 soon. So the Scorching Bow is going to be one of the best in slot. If you do have a Scorching Bow, I would definitely recommend that, but Tormented Synapses are pretty expensive right now, so yeah, I'd recommend either the Scorching Bow, blowpipe, or Bofa. Those are going to be like the top 3 that I'd recommend, but they're all pretty expensive other than the blowpipe. So your next best bet would be maybe like a crossbow. I'm not too sure. Or like the Atlatls, if you have the Atlatls. Yo, big baller in the house. Let's make some GP. What's going on, Built? Good to see you again, man. Zeus leaving is a tragedy? Yeah, that was so sad. I really wanted to see them go for the back 3 back. But he's absolutely killing it on Hanwha Life. So I guess we'll see what happens when Worlds comes. Hopefully T1 still qualify and hopefully they don't have to go up against each other. Okay, thanks. Good to know. Yeah, no worries, man. And there's also a strategy page. If you look up Wiki and look up demonic gorillas, and then just look up strategy next to demonic gorillas names, it'll give you a full list of like best in slot gear. And then you can kind of go through the list and see what you have available in your bank and what you can afford. And then just pick your best items. Yeah, that's usually what I do. If I'm doing any type of content, I'll open up the Wiki strategy page. And then I'll try and find what best in slot is that's available in my bank. Thanny, rune crossbow with diamond bolts is workable but not great. Yeah, that's a good good option for sure if you don't have anything else. But I think at that point, like, I would only be doing that if I was an Iron Man and just like trying to grind out a Zenite. I would probably recommend like getting the Bofa though first and then coming here. Is Scorching Bow degradable? I believe it is. I believe you can turn it back into the Synapse. But I'm not 100% certain on that. I can look that up in a sec. Let me just get this kill. Nice, we got hard glue. We can stack these up. And I think we're gonna hop. This world's getting kind of busy. The process to create the Scorching Bow can be reversed, returning only the tormented synapse as a result. So yeah, you can revert it, but you don't get your magic longbow back, which isn't too big of a deal. I'm really curious what Yama's going to be like. I think Yama's going to use either... I think it's going to be Emberlight and Purging Staff for the mechanics for Yama. I don't think they're going to use the Scorching Bow. The Purging Staff isn't really used anywhere, so... I know Jagex likes to create new content that uses items, so I think they're going to use the Purging Staff for Yama. Yep, you can. Hey, thanks, Edward. Yeah, I didn't actually know that. I was assuming that you could, but I've never actually done it. Looks like I'll be doing Arclight and Bofa to start. Very nice. Yeah, Bofa shreds these guys. I really liked Bofa here. Before we bought the Scorching Bow, I was doing Bofa and does a ton of damage. Why these over tormented? We just green log tormented the other day. And so we're mostly just going for green log. We only have the heavy frame left. So once we get the heavy frame, then we're basically done with these. And then tormented, we got the burning claw 2 days ago, which gave us green log. Yeah, that's the only reason why we're here. After we're done with these guys, then we're gonna be working on getting the master tier combat achievements. But it just depends on if we get the drop. I don't know if we'll be able to squeeze it out before Yama comes out. And then once Yama drops next week, that's going to be our main focus for quite some time. The GP there is going to be probably really high. Is it worth playing this anymore? Depends on what you deem worthy. I love this game. It's one of my favorite games ever. So I always enjoy playing it. I have bludgeon axe on. I'm stuck with it until I get another parts. Yeah, you are. You can't sell it off or do anything with it until you get the full bludgeon, unfortunately. I spent 40k since 2004. I stopped in 2015 around the wave of death darts. Ooh, so yeah, that's RuneScape 3. This is old school RuneScape. They re-released it, I believe, back in like 2011. And yeah, there's no death darts in this game. It's like the OG RuneScape. New bosses on OS though? Yeah, a ton of new bosses. We got Desert Treasure 2 that came out. So you got 4 big bosses there. We got another boss coming out next week called Yama, which is going to be an end game duo boss that you can fight with a partner. And that's going to drop best in slot slash armor. And yeah, we got the Tombs of a Masket, new raid. Ton of stuff that wasn't in the previous game. Yeah, new content constantly. New areas too. You got a Coliseum, best in slot range cape now, which is similar to like the Inferno. It's like a wave-based game. I have to check it out again. I tried that new 30 version on Steam and it's bad. Interesting. Yeah, I haven't tried RS3, so I don't really have too much of an opinion on it. I tried playing it, I think, when it first switched over way back in the day, like during Evolution of Combat, and I just hated it. I couldn't play it for longer than like 10 minutes. Oh, the Dragon Wild. Oh, okay. Dragon Wild I liked. Dragon Wild was fun. Yeah, it's a lot different of a game than RuneScape is. It's more of like a Valheim. took a break for 14 years after losing my childhood main to RS3 and didn't like it. I started back in February this year. A little very nostalgic and overwhelming how much new stuff has come out since. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, I wouldn't say it's a completely different game. It still feels the same. But the amount of new content in the game is just, like, unreal if you are first coming back to it. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying it since coming back. We also have sailing coming out, a new skill, which I don't know how the community feels about it, but it seems like it's going to be good. And most likely they're going to have Raids 4 that comes with it, like later on. So I'm really excited for Raids 4 to see what rewards that's going to be and like how it's going to look with sailing. EOC was bad, yeah, I reverted to OS setup and got wrecked pretty fast. Yeah. EOC was not enjoyable. All right, man. Yeah, what's going on, Charlie? Good to see you, man. Are you doing the task where they refuse to drop me a shard? Yeah. These guys are pretty stingy with their shards. We're missing 2 on our collection log right now. We should be at 8, but we only have 6. But yeah, we're mainly here for the heavy frame. That's our last collection log slot. And we're staying here until we get green logs, so hopefully that's sometime soon. That's what our collection log looks like. 6 shards. They're 1 in 300, so we should be at 8. Oh. And then heavy frame is 1 in 1500, so we're almost 1000 kills dry. Last time I seen your stream pop up, you were at Corp. Did you get anything? Yeah, we did get a pretty juicy item. I would recommend checking out our last video that we uploaded on YouTube or TikTok. And that kind of goes through a ton of clue scrolls that we did, as well as the Corp drop. If you want, I can also show you what our Corp log is like, so you can see what item we got, but I don't know if you want a spoiler. But yeah, good to see you, Brenton. I saw a video last night of someone getting 3 shards in one task. I'm never that lucky. Yeah, someone posted this morning saying that on a TikTok he saw someone get 6 shards in one task, which is just crazy. Such insane RNG. Oh, whoops, we had a prayer on that whole time. Oh, it's gonna hit us. Oops. My 288 KC, 2 heavy frames, 3 monkey tails, no shards, pork chop. Yo, that's messed up, man. That RNG is insane. The 2 rarest items, you've gotten 2 heavy frames and 3 monkey tails. That is crazy. Yeah, the monkey tails and the heavy frames are 1 in 1500 here. They're the most, or the rarest item out of all of them. Okay, we gotta back out. We should have picked up that clue scroll. Whoops. Let's block this out quick. We also lost our Sarachnis pet. We gotta go pick one of those up later today. I think I died yesterday on stream with it. Whoops. Oh, we're out of superstores. Let's make a little quick trip to the bank. I'm loving it. Back to be addicted. Hey, there you go. Yeah, it's such a fun game, man. Welcome back. And yeah, if you need a clan or if anyone needs a clan in the chat, let me know. We got a pretty solid clan with a bunch of boys. Okay, let's pick up some of these. Let's also decant some of ours here. What else? We could do these. Okay. Some people do get lucky, I guess. Yeah, it's true. Hey, Zach, thank you for the follow on the live. Alex, yo, what's going on, man? You hit face cam, not screen for bank pin. Yeah, that's true, but I don't think you can see like what I'm typing. I don't know. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. I gotta look into that. Hopefully no one's gonna hack us, but you never know. Okay, did these buy? Yeah, we gotta bank these. What else? We don't need anything else. I think we're pretty good on anglers. Ain't gonna lie, you and Wavy dragged me back in the room. Hey, there you go. Glad to hear, man. Yeah, something about this game that you can't really quit it. It's mostly just taking long breaks. It's got this allure to it. It always pulls you back. Lobo, what's going on? It's going well, man. It's going well. No luck so far on the stream. We did get actually 2 collection log slots from a hard clue at the beginning of the stream, but for demonic gorillas, we've gotten no luck yet. Did you manage to pull the pet yet at Huey Coddle? Brett, well, I ain't seen nothing. I ain't even taking long breaks. Yeah, sometimes you don't even need the breaks. Just keep playing. Alright, let's get back at it. Oh, whoops, we double sipped out of that range pot. That's no good. Like handsome like a baby or baby face handsome or no, it's mostly a it's mostly like a little nickname we had for our cat. We had this big fluffy black cat. And I would call him MrBabyHandsome. And then yeah, when we started creating this this channel, we ended up going with that name. Just kind of stuck. Yeah, it was mostly our cat's name back in the day, and that's kind of what I went with. Not trying to boast about calling myself handsome or something like that. But yeah, that cat did end up passing away at the start of this year, which was really sad. So rest in peace, the OG MrBabyHandsome, forever in our hearts. Yeah, his name will forever live on. That cat lives forever, yeah, 100%. But after 99 Prey, not sure which 99 next, Mage or Range. Which would you recommend? Mage is really easy. Like, you can AFK Mage, and it's got that perk with the cape where you get the 5 spellbook switches per day, which I think is just insane. So I would probably recommend doing the Mage, and the spellbook switches are really good. If you ever want to swap over to standard for like the teleports, if you're doing clue scrolls, or high alchs for Slayer, and then ancients if you're like bursting tasks. It's nice having that switch in your bank as opposed to having to run and change them. "99 Prayer before major range is mad." Yeah, big respect to that. That's a pretty crazy grind before both of those. I ended up doing 99 Prayer last just because of the funds. It ended up being like a pretty big hit to the bank account. But if you can afford it, that's awesome. Before the other 99s, that's sick. I would have much rather had 99 Prayer first. Not really had an extra 140 mil for. Hey, there you go. Rip cat, yeah. Rest in peace, MrBabyHandsome. Makes sense, thanks, bro. Yeah, no worries, man. Range would be more important if you're like doing a lot of raiding and using your range. But yeah, I think Mage just for the cape is a bit more important, just for like in general. "99 Construction," yeah, 99 Construction is goated. That's definitely one of the best capes. Having that house telly and then being able to get to your jewelry box or rejuve pool in your house is just, it's game changing for sure. I need to do these for Slayer, but I'm scared. Hey, nothing to be scared of, man. If you just bring like a 2 or 3-way switch, it's really easy. And then all you have to do is just focus on what they're attacking you with. And then every time they say raw, then it's going to switch their attack styles. So as long as you take it slow with your own switches and attacking them, and then just focus on what they're attacking you with, then you should be able to negate the majority of their damage. Yeah, they can look pretty daunting. We're mostly tryharding with like the 8-way switches and whatnot off task. But yeah, if you take these slow, they're also not aggressive anymore, so you can kill one by one. But yeah, you got it, brother. Miss Casey, thank you for the follow on the live. Appreciate you. Oops. Be fair, my first 99 after combat melee stats was Slayer. Hey, that's a big one to get early. 99 Slayer was actually my last one to maxing. I don't know why I ended up saving Slayer to last. I think I mostly just wanted like better items and better gear. So I saved it for our last 99. Thanks. Was expensive but worth it. Shameless plug, but I video the journey. Hey, let's go. Are you only on TikTok, Lobo, or do you also have YouTube? Got my first shard last night, 275 KC. Hey, Daniel, let's go, man. Congrats on the first shard. I'll go and try them. Oh, sick. I'll give it a watch. Yeah, no worries, Rick. Good luck, good luck. Oh, shit, we are getting banged out. That's definitely something you don't want to do, is not pay attention while you're fighting these guys. Because they do hit like trucks for sure. This one's a Zen. Ah, peapots. We're looking for the heavy frame though. That's all we want. Zens are going to be nice if we see more Zens on the way, but I'm getting at that point where I just want to see the heavy frame and be free of this place. I don't want to do any more demonic gorillas, but it'll come. It's going to feel nice once we get it. I'm going on my way to make fletching my last 99. It was my first in RS2, so I want to do the opposite. Ooh, nice. Yeah, it's nice that fletching's not really one of those that you need to have 99. Like, it doesn't really have that many perks being 99, so that won't be like too hard to stay away from it. That's a cool goal, having it as your first and now having it as your last. I have one but don't update much. I need to post there. YouTube is actually where I found you first. Your vids made motivate me to start streaming. Hey, that's awesome to hear, man. Yeah, you're the second person that I've met that found me on YouTube as opposed to TikTok. Usually most people find me on TikTok, but it seems like the YouTube algorithm's starting to kick in. I did start monetizing my videos, so we do have ads that roll through like before the videos. The thing with YouTube is that like if you don't monetize, then it's not gonna put the algorithm in your favor. YouTube favors people that have monetization on. But it seems like it's working. It seems like the YouTube videos are getting a lot more views. Yeah, I'll make sure to follow you on YouTube as well. Tofky followers later, been doing good. Yeah, you got a nice following, man. Trying to green log? Yeah, we are. That's the only reason why we're here. We only have the heavy frame left. And we are currently at 2471 kill count. So definitely climbing with our kill count. I think we'll maybe finish off this last 5 minutes of the Divine, finish off our hard clue, and then end the stream there. We got a work meeting in 17 minutes. Excuse me. Dante just hit 80 dry at Solo Cox. Oh man, that is brutal. I hope the dry streak ends up breaking with something big. Hopefully you get the Tebow. Oops. Just got the pick and preserve, so I really should start doing some amethyst and get some darts. Yeah, amethyst is awesome, super AFK. Another good AFK method is volcanic mine. There's a solo method that you can AFK a decent amount, and then it also gives you an option to grind out the broken dragon pickaxe off the collection log. There's a couple other items there for volcanic mine log. I ended up doing that on the way to 99 mining. And it's pretty decent mining XP per hour too. I think it's like 40k solo. But the method is pretty repetitive and can get boring. Have I ever considered making an Iron Man? I'd probably only make one with Wavy if we were to do like a group hardcore Iron Man. But that wouldn't be for a long time. I don't even think we would do that next year. It would probably be like the year following that me and Wavy would potentially do a group Iron. But no, I haven't really thought of doing like a solo Iron. Maybe at some point I'll start like a hardcore Iron series once we get like deep into this account. But I kind of want to just see how many collection logs we can get. I definitely want to go for the gilded collection log total with 1400 collection logs. But that's going to take another like 2 years. Your vids are always recommended with John Campia for some reason, not even with RS players. Who's John Campia? Is that another OSR's creator? Or? Makes sense to monetize? Yeah, for sure. If you don't monetize on YouTube, then it definitely hurts the channel. Ooh, first de-skim in a long time. And also the AdSense money is starting to roll in, which is kind of nice. It's definitely making a dent into doing this full time. Have a good stream. Boss calling for work. Just because I'm at work doesn't mean I want to work. Hey, there you go. But yeah, enjoy your work, man. Thanks for jumping in. Oops. Let's go rotate over and pick up that hard clue. This will be the last kill of the stream, and then we can see if we can get that hard clue done before we have our work meeting, so we can open that up on the stream. Death Ruins for the last kill, and no heavy frame, unfortunately. Let's pick this up. What do we got for our first wilderness? Alright. What's the Laws of Maze? New KVD layer. Having that obelisk in the house is just such a big upgrade for clue scrolls and just getting around the wilderness. So next one, Lumbridge Windmill. Search the crates on the top floor. I don't actually know what the closest telly is to the Lumbridge Windmill. I've mostly been doing like Lumbridge telly and running, but yeah, I don't know. White Wolf Mountain. Bro, I just got a Pegasian crystal. Hey, let's go. Big congrats, man. One more left and then you're done, eh? That's some nice RNG. Oh. Wait, we just get the same step? Where is he? Okay, there we go. I think he was just out of range. Am I recording these caskets for TikTok? Yeah, we record every casket. I always have my recorder on whenever I'm doing like an opening or if I'm killing at something, even when I'm streaming. And then I'll piece everything together for a video. There it is. There's a casket. Let's open this up before we end the stream. All right. One more hard casket. No back-to-back collection log, but 216K. Not too bad. Ton of purple sweets. And yeah, I think we're gonna be doing some AFK fishing for the heron. So yeah, let's start doing that. We've been kind of doing it while we work. This is the current method that we got. Teleports to our house. And then we set this to, what is it? Karamja, Taibawana, we gotta save that. Oh, whoops, that's the wrong one. It's DKP that we need. And we go and click on the fishing spot and we can AFK this for about 2.5, 3 minutes during work. And yeah, we're just going for the heron pet. It should be about 90 hours, I think, 80 hours getting it here at Karamwan's. That's gonna be it for the stream. Appreciate you guys watching. If you guys do want to support the page, we are trying to become full-time streamers. There's an option to subscribe on Twitch as well as TikTok. But yeah, other than that, appreciate you guys watching the stream and the videos. And I'll probably be on either after work or sometime tomorrow morning. But yeah, love you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.